So today we're going to be looking at how to contact flat-footed. It's really important in triple jump because you have those three, that hop, that step, and that jump phase that all need to be flat-footed. It's important in long jump, but it's only the last couple steps where you're going to be flat-footed. But for this, we're just going to talk about a really easy progression that you can implement, and then progressing into other drills from there. So the first one we have is some flat-footed marches. So with these, the only focus is, can you just learn to move through the ground, but doing that with a flat foot the entire time. So it's just a march. You can move your arms however works for you, making sure that you're rolling through the entire foot. The back of your foot is going to hit the ground first. So that's going to be the weird thing that is hard to get used to, is having the back of your foot, your entire foot hit the ground, and then you move through that entire contact and then finish by pushing off the front of your foot. From there, we'll move into some marches where now you're moving your arms more like you would with a triple jump. So if you're a double armor, you should be coordinating your arms in that double arm motion. If you're a single armor, then you should be coordinating those arms in a single arm motion. That coordination is key while you're still trying to be flat-footed through all those contacts. So you started with just being flat-footed. Now you're adding in being flat-footed but also coordinated with however your arms move when you're triple jumping. Next, you'll move on to pops or small bounds. With these, now instead of marching or walking forward, now you're actually continuously moving forward. So they're called pops because you should hear your foot pop, pop, pop into the ground on each contact. But nothing else changes in terms of what your arms are doing or how your feet are hitting the ground. So you're still trying to be full-footed. You're still trying to be really coordinated with your arms and timing out that movement. As your foot hits the ground, your arms should be coming forward, whether that's in a double or a single arm motion. And this is all just about feeling for that rhythm, feeling your entire foot hit the ground, not landing on the front of your foot where it's your toe first, but you're trying to feel for the ground with the back of your foot. So back of the foot and then to the front, back and then to the front. So feeling your foot roll through the ground, doing that in a coordinated and rhythmic motion. So the last exercise in the progression is small bounds to big bounds. So with this, you'll start with the pops, so you're just focusing on your posture and your coordination and your foot contact, not worrying about how far you're going. Then at a certain point, then you'll start to push the ground and try and go for a little bit more distance in between each contact. Usually I'll set out 3 cones, a cone to start at, and then a cone to transition into pushing for distance, and then a cone to end at. So you could do the same thing. With that transition from the pops into the big bounds, that emphasis is pushing against the ground. So not necessarily thinking about reaching out, down, and back yet. That could be later on in the progression. But with this, it might be easier just to focus on pushing against the ground, pushing that foot as far behind you as you can, feeling like you're floating in between each contact, but not floating vertically, not floating up and down, but floating forward, floating down the track in between each contact.